Hello, folks. I don't know if you can hear me. Let's have a look. No, there's no sound, is there? There's no sound. Oh, yes, you can hear me. They can hear me, Paul.
I can hear you.
Oh, right. So they can listen. Just a minute. Take note of what's happening in chat. That'll tell you everything. Can you hear us, guys?
Well, sounds fine for Bobby.
Well, I've got your
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Bobby?
yeah. You're coming through on YouTube.
Right.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, right. Yeah, they both can hear us now. Don't know what the fuck that was all about.
Listen, he's grumpy already, and we've only just come on. Evening, Noxie, Kelsey, Bibby, Clary.
Another fiver in the tin.
A fiver in the tin. That'll do. That'll last half an hour. Good evening, guys. A little bit.
Good evening, everybody.
A technical slip up there by Paul, but hey, he's in charge. So how are you this week, Paul?
Oh, I'm cracking. Yeah, I'm great. Love it.
I mean, I don't want to tell folk it's none of their business, but I will say that Paul's Christmas card list has got bigger this week, and that's all I'm saying.
It certainly has. It gets bigger every bloody week.
So, yeah.
It'd be a bugger if I had to send Christmas cards, though, wouldn't it?
If anybody thinks that he broke the mould when he come out, well, there's bloody thousands of them. Every week we get another dozen.
We do. We're like a rash. Can't get rid of us.
That's what scares me. I wouldn't fancy looking into my family tree, but like I've said before, my cousin has, and that's as far as I go. I don't want to find out my next door neighbour that one's my auntie from my second cousin's brother.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did DNA, Paul.
Yeah. I wouldn't have found my father if I hadn't done my DNA.
Right.
So
I hope you're all well in the chat anyway. Good to see you. Can Bibby and Noxie behave themselves tonight, or they're already at each other, look. Bibby's a puff.
Yeah. Well, a woolly woofter, apparently. I don't even know what a woolly woofter is.
You do? Well, come on. You're not allowed to say that now, you know. It's all PC.
Well, bollocks to them.
As much as you might not like Donald Trump, the one good thing he said was the UK is too PC, and it's true. We are. We're too politically correct. You can't say out, can you?
Well, no.
So what have you got to say this week? What's happening this week? Anything else?
Oh, not a lot, really. It's I got a call at 1 o'clock from my doctor today.
All right.
About my blood test.
Good evening, Carlos.
Evening, Carlos, mate. And again, foreign, and I couldn't understand the word she was saying. So, of course, I'm trying to be diplomatic and saying, could you repeat that because my phone's not very good and blah, 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 blah. And so she says, well, I've got your blood test. There doesn't seem to be much wrong or whatever. But, however, there's a slight thing on the liver or something like that. And we'll need you to take another blood test. So I said, okay, right. So she says, but besides that, is everything all right? So I started rattling off all these things I've got wrong. And she said, I can't deal with those because they're not on the original thing. You'll have to get another thing. Oh, I said, right.
Oh, yeah.
So she says, I'll make you an appointment to come and see me where we can talk about this. And I said, talk about what? She said, about your bloods. I said, okay. But you can't talk about anything else. No, because I've only got 10 minutes. Oh, right, okay.
Yep.
So anyway, she made me an appointment. I've got to go at 10:50 on Wednesday.
Oh,
So,
well,
for another bloody test.
it's same with me. Every time I go, I've got another. They always want me to come back, make another appointment in a month, and we'll see how you're doing. And it's always blood tests, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm bloody sick of it.
I mean, it is clever what they can see in blood, but X-rays or blood tests, that's all I got asked. And I think I said, but last time I got an ECG, which my doctor called find an art, trace an art. And I says, you won't find one with me. Anyway, it ended up being an ECG with pads on you. And they found a spike in chart. So I had to go, I've been referred to a specialist now, because apparently it's called a murmur, but I says, it can't be right because I haven't got an heart. And he laughed his head off. I says, hey, it's not funny that, you know.
Well, Doxy, that's taking the piss, quite honestly, isn't it?
Oh, yes, prescriptions.
No, I'm at that lucky age where I don't.
I'd contest that, wouldn't you?
Well, you can't, can you? If there's two, it's like it's two different items on one prescription, so you have to pay for them both.
Yeah, but it's same tablet.
Yep.
Only two smaller.
Oh, is it? I'm fuming. One prescription, two different tablets. So it's two different tablets.
So they charged me twice. Not my fault they don't do the strength I needed. It makes it sound like he's giving them two lesser doses in to
make up.
One dose in two tablets.
It is a bit wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It is a bit wrong.
That's wrong. Is that I think that'll be down to your chemist. That I'd have it out with them, and if they say no, I'd use another chemist. I would.
Aye.
But I'm lucky now because I get mine free, like you will, Paul.
Yeah, I get mine free.
And it makes a hell of a difference.
Well, quite honestly, I take 3 different things, and one of them's aspirin.
Yes, I do.
And I used to get them on the prescription. And I said to the girl behind the counter, you know, at the prescription place, chemist, I said, how much are these
do I have a counter?
Aspirins? How much do they cost for me to buy them over the counter? She said, you can get 100 for $1.95.
Bloody hell. So he said, that'll do me.
So I said, right, okay. So the next week, the next month, when I went for my tablets to get done, I said, take off aspirin. I'm not putting aspirin on my prescription because somebody's going to have to pay a bucket full of money for me having aspirin.
Yeah.
So I just go and buy 100 aspirin.
That's right.
3 months supply. $1.95. Why should somebody, why should NHS basically pay £8 or whatever it is they're charging?
It's nearly 9 now.
Well, whatever it is.
They told me to take an aspirin a day in water.
Yeah.
It thins your blood down, apparently.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
But
I've been taking it for 12 years now.
I take 9 tablets and 2 inhalers every day.
Oof, fucking hell.
Oh, I'm rattling. I'm rattling.
Yeah, 3, that's enough for me.
And well, you're fit as a fiddle, and if you're only down to 3.
No, I'm not. I'm not fit as a fiddle. That's the point. If you could get to see a bloody doctor, it might be different.
Well, £19.80 it cost me for the prescription. Same tablet.
But one is 20 and one's 30. 10.
Because they don't do 30s. That's
20 quid is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
£20. It's bloody ridiculous.
It is.
Oh,
it is. But you see, what they're doing, you see, is they're charging you like an aspirin, which is pennies, cost pennies. You go to the supermarket and buy them for pennies. They're charging you at full prescription rate.
But saying that, I have noticed, quite honestly, with Morrison's, you used to be able to get the aspirin, which they're not the strong aspirins. I can't remember what size they are. They're 25 milligram or whatever they are. And you used to be able to get them for 59 pence for 28.
Yes.
Well, you can't get them in there now for 59 pence for 28. It's £2.50
Right.
for 28. But if you go out of the door and walk into the chemist, you can get 100 for £1.59.
Yeah, it's just shopping round, isn't it?
Just you know.
You'll go back, Noxie lad. Yeah, I would. And if you get any bother, put them on to Paul. He'll tell them.
Yeah, I'll bloody tell them. I'll get my job going.
It is a terrible thing, isn't it? Although it's a great service, it's NHS service, but it's a unique service. I think there's only something like 3 countries in the world that has a similar service to us. And you know why it started, NHS, don't you?
We were all sick.
Well, after Second World War,
we had no money.
Oh, you're just a little bit too young to be around before they had it. It was 1945, and they had no money in country after First World War, and they thought we're going to have to bring a scheme up to get money in. So they decided to bring this National Health Service out so that every single person in country were contributing straight away, and that's how it basically started. But they didn't think about the population bloody trebling and quadrupling, did they, as you go along? But it's one of those. It's one of those.
Yeah, you can't knock it. I'm not knocking it.
Clary's having a go at Noxie now. Look, he didn't query it because he's a puff.
Oh, well, there you go. Everybody's either a fluffy sandwich or whatever it was.
We've got some comedians in, haven't we?
A bum bandit, or whatever. A shirt lifter.
Well, I hope you're all well. It's good to see you all back.
Yeah, it is, yeah. As you can tell, we're all as happy as Larry. Don't know who bloody Larry is, but we're as happy as he is.
We are, even though we're mourning about everyday life. It is what it is. It is what it is. You've got to get on with it, haven't you? I hate taking my tablets. I've got a bloody one of those, what they call them, dossiers, I think they call them.
Oh, yeah. So
you know them boxes with, and it tells you
where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
5 in the morning, 2 at tea time, and 2 when I go to bed.
Wow. I just take 3 on a night, and that's it. I think I'm supposed to take 1 in the morning, 1 on a night, and 1 any other time. But I just take them all once.
Well, I tried doing that
just before I go to bed and bugger it.
And I tried that. I ended up with hot sweats, and I went to doctors about hot sweats, and they put it down to me not taking my tablets when I should. So
right.
That's that. But I was told, behave yourself. I was told.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh, wife comes with me to doctors. Wife comes because I lie, you see. They'll say, all right. And I'll say, I am all right. I don't know why I'm here. And she'll say, no, you ain't.
No, you want to get the Specsavers, mate.
Well, he can get you down, Paul, can't he, if you're at bloody doctors all the time.
But there again, you see, it's getting into the bloody doctor is a problem, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But then you'll go, and then I get texts then saying, will you fill this form in saying how you've done with doctor? And then I'll get one saying, would you be willing to take part in this bloody, what is it? Fill this sheet in. All from NHS.
Yeah.
So I feel like they don't leave me alone. But oh my tomorrow, I'm still here, aren't I?
Aye.
That's what you have to go. That's what you think of. Are you behaving yourself tonight? Are your newfound family watching?
No, they're not actually. No, there's what you've got to remember is they're an hour in front, aren't they, over there?
I wonder if they've picked up any bad language.
No, they haven't, because I don't swear, Bobby.
Have you been behaving yourself?
I do. You know, I can And people will know that I can go without swearing. It's only when I get a little bit angry or something goes wrong or.
Listen, folks, you should have heard him just before we started. If you'd have heard, I could hear everything, me, when you first come on. You couldn't hear out. And I don't think Cat could hear out, but I could hear it. And you should have heard him. You should have heard him swearing.
Yeah. Well, I was like that. It was exactly the same last night. The same thing happened last night. I was fine. And then as soon as I went live, the sound went off. I thought, what's it? You know, so then, of course, I lose my rag. And when I lose my rag, my gob gets going. And when my gob gets going, I swear like shit.
We know that.
Yeah. So... Excuse me.
Carlos says, my mate is 85. And doctor said, how much do you drink? And he said, about 8 pints. And doc said, what a week? He said, no, a night. He said to him, it hasn't done me any harm up to now. Oh, look, so your favourite person.
It's just I've just mentioned him, haven't I? That's why. Just as I went to make a cup of coffee, he came on BBC News. So of course I'm shouting at the screen, "Get off my effing screen, you dozy bastard!"
Anyway,
press the button.
Are you all moved into your new place?
No, I'm still, as you can see, I'm still in the old one.
Oh yeah. When have you got a date?
Yet. No, I'm waiting for the bloody keys.
Hey, Peter,
I'm hoping Peter
Levy's watching. He's a fan of yours.
Yeah, he ought to be.
So have you got a completion date?
No, I've got no call. All I know is I'm getting the keys.
Right.
But,
so you just to sit back and wait?
Yeah.
Well, you can't plan out, can you?
Well, I have planned because me in my infinite wisdom, last week I thought, shit, if I get the keys on Monday and I have to move, I'm going to be without internet, without my broadband.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll phone them up and I'll arrange for it to be done, for this week, basically. So I phoned them up and I said, look, I'm moving. When are you moving? I said, I don't have a date yet, but it within 10 days. All right, okay. Well, we can make the arrangements and stuff like that, but we'll have to wait till you move for you to
right.
set it in motion. So I said, what does that actually mean? So I said, well, we do all the things, what you need, the new address, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll put it on hold until you tell me you've moved. I said, and then how many days we'll have to wait from me telling you I've moved to when I get the internet? So it all depends what day it is, but it's normally 4 or 5 days. I said, well, that's no fucking good, is it?
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to.
Can't be off the internet for 5 days. What you like? I said, what we'll do, I'll tell you what we'll do. It's that
Peter Levy must be not sick.
Yeah.
So go on. Tell you what they'll do.
I says, right. What I'll do is I shall tell you I'm moving in on the 28th at the new address.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, have you got your date then? I said, no, but I'm going to tell you that's when I'm moving, on the 28th. So that you can put it in motion, get it all up and running. And I said, and if I have to pay the internet here for a few extra days,
right,
but make sure I've got it over there for when I walk in the door, that's fine. I'm not without it. So, okay then.
Yeah.
So I said, so what happens now? He said, well, we'll send you a new router. 4 or 5 days you should get it. I said, and where's that going to go? He says, to your new address. I just told you I'm not there. Oh, well, you'll get a thing from DPD to say it's been delivered and a time. You can just go on there and tell them to redeliver somewhere else. So I said, okay then. So he says, yeah, that should happen 4 or 5 days. So I said, okay, fine. So next morning, I get a text, 9:45 from DPD. We've got a delivery for you. We'll be there at 10:15. Oh, shit. So I went straight onto the app and said, I don't want it there. I want it here. So
yeah, it's all happening fast.
Text about 11:30, and he said, we'll deliver it next Tuesday to this address. So I thought, well, he said 4 or 5 bloody days. Next morning.
Yeah.
So, evening, Alan.
Evening,
it's you just don't know what's bloody happening, do you?
Well, this is it. It's mad, isn't it? You don't know when out's going to come. I've done it. I've ordered stuff online, and it's been 3 weeks, and next day you bloody get it. And same other way around.
Yeah.
It's
anyway,
the world we live in.
At least I won't be losing internet, So when I move, I can move.
Yeah, you want it
the internet,
to cover that gap, don't you?
Straight on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go without. But I wouldn't go without, would I? Because I've got a phone and I can use my phone as the internet. But it means a lot of messing about for that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it'll be here tomorrow morning. I can set the router up ready for when I move in. And wham bam, I'm straight online on the day I move.
Well, that's it, I think ahead. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And how are you moving then? Have you got somebody to help you move?
Not yet. Yeah, I've got lots of offers.
Well, that's good.
Lots of offers.
That's good. Yeah. Have you heard from Levi this week?
Yeah, he phoned me about 5 minutes before I went live last night.
All right. I didn't get to see you last night.
Yeah, well, you didn't miss a lot. I was ranting and raving. I was on a rant.
There, then?
No, it wasn't you, because I was effing blinding for about half an hour. I couldn't help it. I was angry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because of the bloody thing. You test everything out, everything works, and then you go live and it doesn't work. And what is that all about?
Anybody who hasn't done a live like these, it happens to everybody. You get it all set up, you prep. You might be an hour before getting it all in place, ready to go, rock and roll, 3, 2, 1. What's happened? It happens to all of us.
You've
got the patience for the
fingers. What's happening?
You don't know, Grandad. Yeah. If that's what he must be polite to you. He must have been different.
Yeah, I must have been. Yeah, I'm a polite guy, really.
No, you speak your mind. That's all it is. It's if you speak your mind, you speak your mind. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a big sign of honesty. It's a big sign of honesty. I know you're not the most patient person, but you've.
I'm not. I've no patience at all, and I'll fucking tell you why.
You know so much. I'm talking to chat now. He don't know when he's swearing because I'll say to him.
I do.
No, you don't, because I'll say to Paul, I'll say, "Will you stop swearing?" He said, "I didn't swear." I said, "You did," and he'll go, "Did I?"
Yeah, but I mean, whether he did swearing and I call swearing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Bloody swearing and holy shit isn't swearing. And
no. It's just a simple word.
That's not swearing.
Yeah, but yeah. It's just
freedom of speech.
Oh, of course it is. I mean, if you're passionate about something, Paul, you can swear all you like because I understand it. It's a way of expressing yourself, but it's just something I'm not. I'm different. Different courses for different horses, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're all different, and I'm quite patient and chilled, and you're fiery.
I can get by without swearing. You'll know I can because.
I've no doubt.
It's when I get angry. That's all. Somebody upsets me or somebody gets their mouth going or whatever. I don't know, and then I lose the plot. If I lose the plot, you've had it because I can rant for 20 minutes.
I've no doubt in the right. In certain company, you're a gentleman. You've been brought up right, and that's something you have to remember, isn't it?
Well, when I came to meet you at your gap, I didn't swear, did I?
No.
No, because there you go. I can.
But you got your best suit on. You're all dressed up. It wouldn't
Yeah.
suited you.
No, it wasn't really.
Carlos,
Yeah, Carlos. Everybody
Carlos
swears. Mate.
no patience.
I haven't got any patience at all. You know.
Well, he's a matter of. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've lost my patience, but it's a matter of what can you do. It'll make it worse if you get upset. You know.
It does. It does.
But it is annoying. It is annoying. I get annoyed, but not upset. But anyway, it is what it is.
You know, I'm not saying I get upset. I get annoyed, especially if somebody's not doing what you expect them to do. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
You know, or they're expecting something from you what you know you can't give.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And he's not got your temperament.
Swearing.
He ain't got your temperament on Levi, has he?
No, he doesn't lose his rag like me. But saying that, he's only young.
Well, that's usually when you're impatient is when you're young, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't an impatient guy when I was young.
Not that you're telling us dickhead is fine. You can say dickhead.
Of course you can.
The words that aren't swearing.
Is it?
Dickhead's not swearing. It's just the F word and the C word and things like that.
Yeah, they're the one. And you know, you might hear me say effing this and effing that, but you don't hear me call anybody a C.
No, that's. I don't think
you don't hear that come. Nobody will hear that come out of my mouth.
No, I don't think anybody accepts that word.
Happen.
You hear it in everyday, workplace regarding men. And I've never been one to be able to use bad language casually. And yet some people, it's every other word, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not something I can use casually. You use it when you get wound up.
I do, yeah.
But other than that, Bobby, last time I saw you, I shouted the T word a lot, and you didn't tell me off. When did last time you saw me, Notted? What's the T word? I don't get that one, do you?
Well, I might get that one. Might be the word twat.
It could be out, couldn't it? Well, that's a funny one, Notted.
Could be tit.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. That's very negative of you, Paul.
So Bibby's seen you swear loads of times, mate. So there you go. Bibby's on my side.
Bibby knows what I'm like. If I swear, I apologise.
Yeah, Carlos, they do swear a lot down south, but it's part of how they speak. You know, it's I don't know how to explain it, but you expect it. If you know what I mean. It's part of the language. It's part of the language.
Yeah.
Yeah. It don't worry if somebody swears. It doesn't worry me. I can honestly say.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't tell anybody to not swear, if you know what I mean. Unless we were in a different situation, and then you know.
Notted, who's Notted?
Notted
was sat next to me. You've got me worried now, Notted. I don't know who you are, and you sat next to me.
But I'm not gonna. I know exactly who she is, and I'm not gonna tell you.
No.
And it's not. I can tell you now. I'll give you a clue. It's not your wife.
I can understand what Bibby's saying there. Don't even class it as swearing. It's part of talking. That's the same. That's the same as a male work environment, isn't it? You know, a lot of builders or scaffolders or whatever, they use it in everyday language.
Yeah, and that's.
I know
that's
not
what
it is. I know not it is.
There you
Didn't
go.
know that were you. I hope you're okay, darling.
That's took some doing then.
What?
That you've realised who not it is.
Yeah, because they're not on as much as they used to be.
Right.
That's the word, Grandad.
What word was it? What did I say?
I don't know. I'm lost. I'm totally lost with this bloody lot.
I don't think it was a swear word. Oh yeah, it was. I said twat.
Yeah. Well, that's a pregnant fish, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. So I was led to believe when I was a young man, but I don't know if it's true.
We all got out of it.
Like my mum used to say about hairs growing on the palm of your hands. Same thing, innit?
Aye. Used to get away with it by saying that when you were a kid. I didn't know.
Yeah.
My mother wouldn't get. I couldn't get away with bugger all. Me with my mother. She was a devil. She knew. She used to be. She was the original don't kidder. She knew every trick in the book.
All parents.
Well, my dad was soft, and he didn't discipline us. My mother did. She did it all.
Yeah.
Oh, I have pulled.
I think you should help, mate. She's going to be messaging now.
They're gonna message me. Not your friend anymore, Paul.
There you go.
I must look good tonight.
Influence people.
If I didn't want it, I'd put my teeth in.
Yeah, don't swear. Don't swear. Don't give me a name, Pike.
Yeah. That's an old classic, isn't it? Dad's Army.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Good heavens above.
So you've a lot to think about.
I don't know why that popped into my head there.
I don't know, but you've a lot to think about in this week, haven't you?
I've got loads.
You know, with moving malarkey and what have you.
I honestly can't get my head around the fact that I've got so much to do and I can't get my head into gear to do it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Write it down. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Noted. My dad is a retired builder, and I was dragged up on a building site swearing his norm. That's exactly what I said. You do hear it in every day, but I'm
I love it.
I'm not one of those that can use it casually. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? We're all different. That's what makes the world go round. But
it is.
I smell. I've never. Who's I smell? Evening slackers.
I think it's one of those that was trying to get you to say the word.
What?
And it worked, didn't it?
I'm lost. Me. We're trying to get me to say the word. You've confused me.
What have you just said?
I don't know. What have I just said?
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, Bobby knows me. Another one that knows me. I'm getting paranoid now. Look. Hello, I smell. I hope you're okay. I hope not smelling too bad.
Good heavens above. That's what. Kelsey will tell you who it is.
Right. Well,
apparently. But
they're on here for a Cheggers update. Give them a quick update, Paul.
You're on the wrong night then.
Oh, come on, just give us a quick update. don't be grumpy.
He's got 7 months to do.
Right.
He'll be in 7 months' time.
And you spoke to him this week?
Spoke to him on Friday night, 5 to 7, before I went live on his doing the update for Cheggers and Cheggers. Cheggers plays pop. No, Chegs. And 7 months to go. He's not enjoying himself, but he's not down. And he had a really good visit on Saturday by 2 gorgeous women.
Oh.
So there you go.
Man. Lucky Levi.
I'm thinking of getting sent down so that I might get some women visiting me.
Hey, there might be someone women around your new place. You never know. Eh?
I don't think so.
You don't know where your neighbours are going to be, do you? Your brother's going to be there, but
well, he's 83. He's in the other block.
right.
The one on the same floor as I'm on in the new block is he's 82. I think I could be the youngest in the block.
Well, you've got an advantage of others, then, haven't you? If there's any.
Yeah, I'll live longer. Hopefully. Touch wood. But
So are you moving a long way? Is it a few mile away?
No, it's the other side of Hull.
Right.
Basically, it's I don't know how many miles it is, but it isn't. It's not 20 mile away or out like that.
Right. 10 minutes away. 10, 15 minutes away.
10 minutes if I drive. I can get there in 10 minutes.
All right.
So it's not
something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to not paying bloody EDF so much pigging money.
Yeah. Oh, it's solar.
Looking forward to. Yeah, because it's all solar powered.
Yeah, they're clever then.
So there's no heating, no hot water to pay for. It's all free.
Well, that's what.
And you have to pay for electric that you plug in,
Well, all bungalows round here, all pensioner bungalows, Kirklees have put them all with solar panels on. They've all got them.
Well, I pay, at the moment, I pay £140 a month to EDF. And but I don't use gas when weather's decent, so I can go 7 months without using any gas, if you see what I mean, because my heating's gas here. So I pay them that every month. And my brother pays 40 quid a month for his electric.
That's not, is it?
That's it. That's all he pays, 40 quid a month.
Oh, you'll be quids in then.
Well, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I might take up smoking again just so I can waste the bloody money.
Hey, up knotted. Off to make food for the starving family. But I will watch back later. And Grandad, catch up with you when convenient. Kelsey will drop you a message soon. Have a lovely evening all. Goodbye, knotted.
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in.
Take care.
And I do know ya.
Yeah, thanks for visiting.
Lovely to hear from you. You've been in a few weeks and I've not got on, but I do now.
Come back real soon. Take care because we care. Missing you already.
Oh, he's a sweetener.
You just told me I was a swearing old gate, and now he's talking me. I'm saying a sweet talker.
He's practicing for any new neighbours that you might come across.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you get along with your brother?
Yeah, I lose my rag with him occasionally because he's a bit stupid.
Yeah, but he's an old fella.
Yeah, but he's still stupid. Still goes to work,
Does he?
He still goes to work.
Some people need to, don't they?
5:30 in the morning and goes to work at 6:15 in the morning.
Wow.
Well, what kind of a planet is the man from?
Well, he needs that. He needs that in his life.
For Christ's sake.
He needs it. He might be one of those that's always worked and needs to work. Someone like that. They can't retire, can they?
No, I think it's. I think he thinks that if he goes home and don't go back to work or whatever, the person he works for will go under.
Well, hey, he's good on him.
To tell you the truth, he isn't going to work because of the money, because it's peanuts. Quite honestly, I wouldn't get out of bed for what he gets an hour.
Yeah,
and so it ain't going for the money. It's going basically, and he doesn't do a great deal when he gets there. He might wash a couple of wagons and book people into, well, I don't know what he does, quite honestly. But anyway, he still goes, and
Well, if he enjoys it,
he's a nutter. Yeah, there you go.
you know, mother's wife's mother. She's 80, and she's up and off every morning, doing something, going here, going there, and she was poorly this week, and she had to go to bed and stay in bed. She's determined to get up, and I think what it is, with her, is that she thinks if she stops, she won't start again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I think I understand that, because people do get scared of, not being able to do stuff. A dad would say, my dad lived to be 94. And,
well, that's a good age, isn't it?
Yeah, and anybody come to house, he would first to jump up and say, I'll make coffee, I'll get chairs out for folk, I'll take shopping upstairs and all this, because I lived in a flat, a upstairs flat. And we used to have to say, calm down, we'll do it for you, don't you be doing it. But he couldn't help it. He'd get upset if you didn't let him. But I think that's what kept him going,
I think
not like us lazy buggers, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, not like us at all. But saying that, it gets to a point sometimes where I think, I should pull my finger out and get out the door, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But if you're comfortable in life and you've got everything around you, just enjoy it.
I just can't be asked to go outside.
No.
If I had to go, if I was meeting somebody or like I'm going to the doctors on Wednesday, I'll go.
Yeah.
But, I don't get up and walk out the door and have a walk around the block or whatever.
Unless it's planned, yeah.
I'm not into that. It's
no.
Can't be asked, quite honestly. But I can always find something to do, and that's the thing.
Well, this is it. And you've got an interest with computers because it's part of your life at one point. So you've got that understanding of technology, whereas a lot of people our age don't understand it.
And I like learning new things, and that's the thing.
Well, my wife never goes on. She never goes on computer unless she's got to. And I said, there's so much more information on there than on bloody television. I never watch mainstream media now. I very rarely watch television. If I want to learn, I'll go on Google and put it in, if news or anything. Because I think you'll get a truer picture than what you're told on telly.
I don't know. Not that. I don't really know, tell you the truth. But
it's a brilliant learning platform, is Google and all.
Yeah, but you've got to know what's real and what's not real, haven't you? That's
yeah.
You can't just go onto Google and say what's this and what's that, and it comes.
Oh no. Go on reputable sites.
Oh yeah, well that's right.
I go on reputable sites, and what have you.
Work at you've still got to use your common sense and whatever to work out what's real and what's not real, because there's a lot of bloody unreal shit out there, lots of it.
Yeah. Oh, there is. Yeah. I go on reputable, news sites. I won't just type it in Google.
Well, most of the bullshit and whatever's flying about today is coming from that fat, useless twat across the pond.
You can't resist. You can't help yourself, Paul, can you?
His stupid four-eyed twat who's hanging on his shoulder like a bloody monkey.
He's causing his bother him into with this bloody Russia business and.
Oh, he's a bloody nuts.
Ukraine.
Fucking crackers.
Put his boot in where he's not needed, not wanted. Right between them, isn't he?
He's a blackmailer. That's his problem.
Well, do you know what I think it is?
Blackmailer.
You know what I think it is? I think he wants to get in good books with Russia because he can get a lot of business out of Russia.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is.
He says it, America first, but it's for him and that other crony that hangs on his fucking shoulder. That's who's it for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But he's blaming Ukraine now, saying that their prime minister is narcissist.
Criminal.
I think he's looking for business.
And he's a blackmailer. And we're
corrupting him.
We're all, why aren't other people growing a fucking backbone and standing up and saying, look, you fat twat, fuck off.
Yeah, but it's like, it's what choice have you got? It's same with us with this Starmer, isn't it? What choice have you got?
Well, we've got a choice. We can vote the pillock out.
Yes, I know, but who are you going to put in there?
Well, I don't know.
That's what I mean.
You've got the choice.
It's the best of a bad bunch, isn't it?
Point. You've got a choice. You can vote. We have the choice. We can vote out and vote in who we want. Whether we vote the right people in or what, it doesn't really make any difference. The point is we've got that choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you haven't got to look very far ahead, and you're going to have Fatty over there trying to change their constitution so he can get a third term.
Well, that'll be a tough one.
More than two.
They're really proud of that constitution, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, right.
They swear by it. I mean, it was the best thing that they ever did, but they swear by that. Apart from the right to hold arms, which was a bloody stupid one.
There's a few stupid ones, but there you go. That's them for you. That's the colonials.
Yes, yes.
We put back in the box.
They pinched his language, and they abused it. They don't even know how to use it right. They can't spell.
No, and they still and they still have the cheek to call it English.
Yeah, no, don't associate with us.
No. They still have the choice to call their language English.
See, with England, Britain's responsible for a lot of things around the world, aren't they? I mean, because of the history, how long we've been around. Yeah. We've been around a long time.
We've done some shit. We've done some shit.
Yeah. But we've always evolved. We've always evolved. Like Africa, they've been around as long as us, but they've never evolved.
It's the past. Well, you can't say that.
Well, they haven't, have they?
Oh, you can't say that.
They haven't, have they?
Well, I'm not going to answer that one because I'm not.
No, but we've evolved. I mean, we were learning to read.
I'm not a PC person, but
we were learning to read and write. 150 years ago, 200 years ago, they were starting to learn to read and write. And we were one of the first nations to start doing it. Egyptians were first. Hyphenated and Incas, they all had these symbols, didn't they? And Chinese, but we formatted a language. They formatted a way of communication. Big difference. So we are an intelligent nation. We were doing things. We were sailing around the world 200 years ago and claiming half the world. Don't get me wrong. We were rape and pillage. So was
the Spanish, and so were the Portuguese, and so were the Dutch. They were all doing it. But we just had a bigger fucking boat than the rest. And they were told, we sunk them.
We knew how to take over. They didn't. You see, they discovered places.
That's the point.
That's why you got the British Empire.
That's why I've said we've done a lot in our past, and a lot of it we really can't be proud of. There's a lot of shit
no.
Really shouldn't have been done. But we have learned by our mistakes.
Yeah.
Whereas other people have learned by the mistakes and they blame us.
That's why I say that we've evolved.
And that's the problem.
That's why I say we've evolved as human beings. And these bloody Americans with what have they got? 400-year history?
Well, have they got that? Have they got 400 years? 1776.
Well, 350-year history, and
Do you know, to tell you the truth, Bobby, I've got a teacup and a saucer that's got more history than that.
Yeah. Well, they haven't evolved. You see, I mean, they're still there making wooden houses, aren't they?
And besides that, their country is built on immigrants.
Yes. Right, well,
and now there have been arms about bloody immigrants, and they're all from immigrants.
believe
Every one of them. Well, except for the
Native Americans.
the
Native Americans were pushed out, weren't they?
Yeah.
And for because
there you
they,
go,
they
you
wanted to look, but because they were pushed out and the new governments come along and they wanted to look good, they let them live rent free. Now that's not, you can't just take over someone's home and let them live rent free down the road, can you? And that's what they did.
Well, you can if you're a Yank, because that's what Fat Boy wants to do.
That's their mentality. It's the same with the Australians.
You know, he wants Greenland.
He's
dangerous. Greenland. He's a dangerous man, and
he is. Yeah.
Quite honestly, he wants putting to sleep. Euthanasia is too good for that man.
Right. Well,
hopefully, because he's old, he might not live much fucking longer.
Well, last one ended up with dementia and had to walk away, didn't he? Not Biden. He didn't know what bloody day of week it was.
Yeah.
He didn't know what day of week it was.
Yeah, but there you go. That's,
Anyway, that's politics, Paul.
Yeah, it's.
They did say in Australia, they did say in Australia that most of Australia's up coast and all native Australians, Aborigines, they all got pushed into
but again, you see,
outback.
You're looking at immigration. It was immigrants. We sent all our naughty boys or somebody who nicked
most of them were Brits, yeah.
A cake or a slice of bread or whatever, and we sent them to America, to Australia.
Well, the original ships that sailed with these convicts. It took up to 6 months to get there, and up to 80% would die on the trip.
Yeah, chuck them overboard. Save money.
That's a fact. Is that it took so long.
And when they were doing that, didn't the boats coming back stopping at Africa and fill up with slaves?
Oh, they will have done, yeah.
Or something like that, and then they went across to those colonials across the water where they were buying them, and then we'd fill up with tea there and come over here and get some more convicts and take them down to things.
That's the thing. We raped and pillaged. We want a nice nation. The British Empire wasn't nice neither. They just walked in and took over, but that's because we'd evolved more than other, like the Spanish, except you're using
the wrong term there, Bobby, because evolving is not the word. It's not really the right word. I know what you mean, but it's not the right word to be using.
Right.
Quite honestly, it's like I said, we did some bad things that we should be ashamed of, and quite honestly, I am ashamed of some things we've done. I'm proud of other things we've done. And
but we're far more advanced than a lot of countries, aren't we?
Gunboat tactics. That's what it was. Our boats are bigger than yours, so if you don't do as you're told, we're going to blow you to bits.
We're bullying.
And now bullying. And now you've got the same kind of person over at the pond doing exactly the same thing. We're not going to look after you. We're not going to help you unless you give us all your wealth.
Yeah.
He's a bully.
Oh yeah.
A plain bully.
Yeah, we're not going to deal. We're not going to deal with you. We're not going to give you our business unless you do as you're told.
Yeah. And like I've said before, that he'll sit there and say, you know, we're not putting American boots here and we're not putting American boots there and God knows what, but they'll sell everybody bloody arms to shoot at each other.
Just
and
give me a
blow
minute.
each other to
Just give me a
bits.
minute to let cat out. You keep
There
on
you go.
talking.
Aye. Keep on talking. Have we got anybody in? No. Yeah, we have, I think. Anyway. Stop ranting, Paul. I should stop ranting because my blood pressure might be going high. Am I getting red? Because my blood pressure might be going up. But yeah. So anyway, folks, just as a I don't know what you call it.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. It's a big up from the boy. He'll be seeing us in 7 months' time. Can't wait. Quite honestly, can't wait to get on a live with him. I can tell you that. I'm looking forward to it. I think he is, because I think he's planning it. I think he's writing the script now as we're talking. Man's got knack all else to do with his life, was he? Except write a bloody script. So there you go. But anyway, Bobby, did you work out the one that said he smells?
Hey, up and back.
Oh, that's nice. Didn't even realise you'd gone quite honestly.
Well, Paul, we're coming up to another hour. How fast was that?
Oh well, that it was really bad. But I think it's because I've been ranting and bloody raving for an hour, haven't I?
They love it, don't they? They love it, though.
I don't know. Well, there's people in. There's nobody watching.
We've got a couple still there.
We've got a couple, yeah. Anyway, folks, Bobby will say good night to both.
I will say good night, and we've still got to do it properly because the watch through week. So I will say good night and thank you. And Kelsey, #1 mod, how good are you? He's a lucky man to have you as granddad. I've said before and I'll say it again, you're great at what you do. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you at the same time, same place next week. And I'll pass you over to Paul.
Massive shout out to Kelsey.
Yeah, there you go, Kels. That's just for you. So it's come to that time. I'm just going to play the end.
Please leave a comment.
You know,
the stream's about to finish. Leave your comment. Refresh the page. Leave a comment. You can't leave one now. You have to refresh it as soon as it's ended. Please do that. Respect.
So yeah, just leave a thumbs up down below, or even a thumbs down if you want. Don't make any difference, but thumbs up, thumbs down below. Please comment. It all helps. And TTFN, live long and prosper. And we'll hopefully see you again next week. And
Take care, folks. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.